Ha!
Madness? This is...
Where the fuck am I? Why am I? You kidnapped me and tied me up. Why am I tied to this chair?
Well, you see, the reason you're tied to that chair is because I need your full attention for this. I'm playing Alice Madness Returns, and I can't do this alone. Did you see that? That loading text was not centered.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
did because you put the Ludovico eye thingies in my eyes, so I can't look away. You basically got me like Clockwork Orange up here.
Yes, you really must. He knows.
I only saw a
So
bit of
what
that movie.
I understand. It's a very difficult movie to get into. Oh, hey, there's an invisible.
Aha, invisible pig. I'm pretty sure I actually did all this yesterday. Oh well.
Yesterday.
The last time
Last
we
week.
streamed.
Yeah, last week.
Yeah, last week.
Maybe. I don't know. I have terrible memory. It's like the memory of a goldfish, so it all looks the same to me. Which game was it that had where you had like an origami, you could like summon an origami version of yourself?
You're thinking of Psychonauts 2.
Yeah, yeah. The archetypes.
Oh, we're doing this again?
Your victories in combat and conundrums suggest your fitness to confront the challenges ahead. Mental strength will confirm your worthiness, or declare your defeat.
Thank goodness they had time to redo a puzzle they've already done.
I really like that the landscape is made of porcelain.
Oh, it's very pretty, yeah.
Yeah.
My goal here is to get through this area as quickly as possible, and then the next area. Because they're both in the way of my favorite area.
Which is gonna be a surprise.
Yeah, that's fair. For anybody who hasn't seen this game already.
Yeah. I like the music, it's very ambient.
Yeah, this game has very good ambient noise.
Yeah.
Oh. I like the bomb rabbit's design.
Oh yeah, it's very cute. We
Oh, did you see the
we had
little origami firefly?
I didn't realize it was origami.
It's like a paper it's like a paper one, you know. I don't know if it's origami either, but it looked pretty origami-esque.
Yeah.
It's the origami killer.
Oh my god, he can't keep getting away with this. He can't.
Did I get all of them? No, I need one more.
God.
No,
I
no,
feel
way
like
back.
I feel like we referenced David Cage.
Way too often for people who don't really care about his work.
No, like either earlier today when we recorded Pokemon or yesterday when we recorded Horse Unleashed.
To be fair, never been too fond of like any of David Cage's stuff. As admittedly as cool as Heavy Rain is.
I mean, Heavy Rain is really stupid when you actually think about it.
Oh, definitely.
Hold on. Yeah. And then just move the clock. Keep moving it clockwise. Just the 4 in the bottom corner. No. No.
No, I need to get that one down there.
I know. I'm telling you how. Or you can do it.
The bottom corner?
No, you just keep doing what you want to do.
You said to keep moving them in the bottom corner. What do you mean by
No,
that?
keep moving the 4 in the bottom corner. Move that one up. Okay, and now move the 4 or the 3 in the bottom corner.
I only got 10 moves. You do realize that.
Well, yeah, because you wasted a bunch. And now you basically want to swap out the blank one with the L-shaped one.
What am I doing? Did I do it wrong or right?
I mean, if you had more moves.
You made it way more complicated. I'm going right back to reset.
Okay, yeah, do what you want. Do what you want.
Yeah, I want to reset the puzzle because you fucked me over. I was doing great.
I didn't fuck you over. You literally made the wrong move.
Okay, tell me what to do if you're so smart.
Okay. Bottom middle. Bottom right. Middle right. All right. Middle top. Top right. Yeah. And, and then the head. Now tail. Then bottom right. Then head. Now L shape at the top right. Now the head, or not the head. Yeah, that. That.
Top right?
Yeah, move it.
Top, middle. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Middle. Uh, blank. Head. Yeah, and then the L. Middle. Tail. Body. The blank. And then just cycle the last ones. Wait. Cycle them in, starting at the bottom right, and cycle them counterclockwise.
Not enough turns.
Damn it. I miscounted. If you do that and do it the other way, it might be enough then. With the very last cycle, it might be enough. But basically, yeah, you have to swap the the position of the head and the L shape. That's really the only issue.
Yeah, I'm not getting this. Can you just look up like this puzzle online or something? I swear I've done this before. I know I've done this before. I'm just like completely blanking on the situation.
I think I had it. I may have choked in the very last step. You may have needed to do it clockwise instead of counterclockwise at the very end.
Dang it! No, I'm not getting it right either. Ah, God, this is actually driving me crazy. Just Google it. I'm gonna Google the answer. Never mind.
I'm googling it. All right. Okay. So it's uh the head. All right. Then yeah, that one. Okay, and then yes, the blank head. Yeah, and
It was that simple.
yeah. To
You
be
can
fair,
trust
my
us.
solution would have done
I'll
it
open the
too,
path.
if there was more moves.
That's fair.
I had just miscounted the moves. I was like one short
Hmm.
or two short.
What's this way? Ooh.
Oh, like, what was that? A memory?
Yep.
Thanks,
It's things other
thanks for the
people have said.
memories. Even though they weren't so sweet, it tastes like you just better.
She's trying to unlock the true meaning of her life.
One night and one more time. I really like Thanks for the Memories. You know, the reason why it's spelled that way is because um, their manager told them that they really need to come up with shorter songs.
Mm.
So their solution was to cut out all the vowels.
Fair
Like,
enough.
yeah, have because they were known for having
Once
absurdly
they sail
long
upon us
song
and
titles.
control the peaks to east and west. You must defeat them to reach Caterpillar's retreat.
I suppose I must go to the mountaintop, as it won't come to me.
We have faith that Caterpillar, the strange and wondrous, helps those in need. One day we'll have proof. Purity of heart is to will one thing, to approach his sacred eyrie. You must confront the savage daimyos. You prevent our access to his power. I'll open the entrance to the sacred caves where your journey begins.
How spooky. Ooh,
Ominous.
look at all these really neat designs right here.
God.
That shows me I'm going a little bit up the mountain. See?
Yeah, you are here. How does the map know where I am?
Oh, invisible walls. I hate that.
Oh, you gotta interact with this first.
No, just
Oh.
invisible walls. Because this is the way forward. Alice can move, jump, shrink, and float as normal. Be careful to avoid obstacles.
Regard this depiction of domestic harmony and order. The fruitful landscape encouraged industry, tolerance, and cooperation. Loving families flourished, happy children.
They have a
dead
song
parents,
called
grateful for their
Our
well-being,
Lawyer Made Us
lived
Change
for
the Name of this
generations
song so he
in
wouldn't
law,
get sued.
active, free.
Ah.
But a sudden onslaught
Oh,
of
boy.
alien attacks broke their fragile bodies and nearly crushed their generous spirits.
So, today I went to visit my dad and painted minis.
You mentioned that.
D&D
Oh, dang
minis.
it. I think that takes me out.
That's rough. What is this? Mario?
Well, it's about as Italian as Mario, so. Which
Yeah.
is none at all. Aha!
Eat your spaghetti, Apollo.
I thought it was your cheeseburger.
It is eat your it's eat your hamburger.
Mm.
I was just thinking about like, can you imagine if it was just like set in a Japanese version of Italy instead of a Japanese version of America?
It is very amusing, admittedly. I do love
We
this
should
paper
play it.
doll look. This is very, very lovely.
Yeah. We should play Ace Attorney. Because I've been meaning to play it on stream, but I've been getting distracted with other games.
That's fair. So Alice doesn't really have a double jump as much as like you
Just
get
implied.
more horizontal movement.
Could be worse. It could be you can't jump
Oh dang it!
if
Okay.
you're no. It could be worse. It could be the case where if you're already in the descent, you can't do anything.
What game
Like
was that?
Voodoo Vince, I think.
Yeah. That was weirdly obstructive.
Yeah. Well, that was a fun game though.
I mean, yeah, very, very fun, very creative. Very tight controls otherwise.
God, the fucking making the sausages took so long.
Generally, that takes a lot of time. Regardless of if I
Yeah.
did it right or wrong.
But we did do it wrong quite a few times.
Oh, totally.
You know what this level really makes me want to play again? It's just because of the color palette.
What?
Journey.
That's fair. Journey is a very good game.
It is. The color palette, it makes me think about it because it's got those reds and the beige background.
That's fair.
So what do the peaches do?
Oh, they just give me more teeth.
Oh. God, can you imagine if you bit into a peach and there's just teeth inside?
Oh, that's terrifying. Please don't bring that up. Ever again.
Okay.
Please, dear God. Ugh.
You know what's worse than finding a worm in your apple?
Apple worm?
Yeah.
The fact that loading is not centered drives me crazy.
There's a mod to center the text.
Hmm?
I said, I wonder if there's a mod to center the text.
Probably.
So what was the point of that?
It gets me higher up the mountain.
Oh! I thought you were in the same place that you were.
Only the foolish believe suffering is just wages for being different.
Exactly. Being different is not a crime. You should not suffer for it.
Despite what Billy's inner fat boy says.
From Billy and Mandy?
Yeah. You remember the clown episode?
No, I barely watched Billy and Mandy.
Oh my god, we need to binge watch Billy and Mandy. That show was fantastic.
I have so many things I need to binge watch. Don't add more to my plate.
Too late. But yeah, there's an episode where there's clowns. Well, there's not clowns. Billy is afraid that clowns are going to take over the world and kill everyone. Which is not at all.
A samurai wasp archer. Thankfully, I have a pot. No, wait. Thankfully, I have a pepper gun.
And so Billy, like, searches for his inner frat boy, which is like a dude, and he's like, you shouldn't be scared of clowns just because they're different. You should be angry. How dare you be different? And then he starts attacking everyone dressed like clowns.
Fair enough.
And everyone was dressed like clowns specifically to scare him. As like exposure therapy.
Oh. But you said frat boy. I thought you were talking about fat boys.
Well, he calls it his inner fat boy, but it's his inner frat boy. You know, like college.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah.
You know what movie's really good? Animal House.
Yeah. You know, a movie is also really good.
What?
Accepted.
That features the guy from How to Train Your Dragon, right?
Does it?
Yeah, I think that's the guy who plays Hiccup. The voice is familiar. Are we
Let's
doing
see.
our local
Justin
IMDb
Long?
hour right now?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're doing IMDb
What does IMDb say?
right now. Gemini. No, it is not Hiccup.
Is it the voice of Spyro?
I don't know. Justin Long.
I'm pretty sure that's the voice of Spyro, actually.
I'm gonna look. Oh, he was in Jeepers Creepers. He was in Galaxy Quest.
Yes, he's
The
he's
fan,
the
I think.
fan. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Oh god, I love Galaxy Quest.
Galaxy Quest is very good.
Yeah. What? He was in the new He-Man. He played Roboto.
The new what?
He-Man.
Oh, He-Man Revelations. Or
Yeah,
Masters
yeah.
of the Universe Revelations. Not really
Yeah.
He-Man Revelations.
There's a reason why. You should go watch it. Everyone who's hasn't seen it, it's really good.
It's very good if you're willing to accept that it's not about He-Man.
Yeah. Let's see, what else was it? Yeah, he voiced Spyro in Skylanders.
Oh, dang it. I should probably swap outfit because I'm basically playing on easy mode with constantly healing health.
Oh, no, it's fine.
Because it's not really about the combat; it's about the adventure.
Exactly. And also, this is a really good outfit.
Yeah.
Oh, he was in Tusk.
Yes, he was the guy who got tortured to death.
Well, he didn't die.
Oh, he got tortured into becoming a
A walrus.
Yes.
Yep. He voices Alvin and the Chipmunks in those really shitty live-action movies.
Oh God. You know what? That explains a bit. I'm hearing it now, and I'm like, yeah, they pitched his voice up like 20 degrees.
Yeah. Oh, he was in Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story.
Hmm.
That's a really good one. It's got a,
Yes, you've talked about that.
oh god, I am drawing a blank. Mr. Cellophane from Chicago, the vampire from Vampire's Assistant. What is his name?
I love that the horse sounds like it's roaring like a lion.
John C. Reilly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we talked about this before.
I know. I just couldn't remember John C. Reilly's name.
That's fair. He's also Wreck-It Ralph. Are you okay? That sounds like you're dying
yeah.
right there.
Well, it's because I didn't realize that this was Justin Long. He was the doctor in Idiocracy.
He has a pretty big career, huh? Oh, I got a slide. Isn't this great? It's a sliding section. Yay!
I do love sliding section. Oh, Galaxy Quest was his first role.
Okay, that's kind of neat.
That is neat. He was fantastic in
Tried to make sure he
Galaxy
didn't do
Quest.
TV. Sometimes they do TV before they do movies.
TV is listed
Okay.
on the same thing as movies,
Okay.
and so are music videos. Yeah, his earliest thing was
He's
Galaxy
been in
Quest.
music videos?
Yeah, Britney Spears.
Oh, really?
Yeah, a Britney Spears music video.
Hmm. I do love like the visual area.
Oh, absolutely. I'm a big fan of like porcelain. What kind of punk would that be considered?
Porcelain
Like
punk.
porcelain
Vase punk.
vase punk?
I call it vase punk.
Let's see.
Pop punk.
No, I think that's something different.
Really?
Yeah.
Ink punk?
Mm. Let's see. It's hard because when I'm trying to find the different types of punk, all I'm finding are like music, not like
Hmm.
the different type. Oh wait, here's one. Uh, punk derivatives. Nanopunk is with nanotech.
Okay.
This is the classic steampunk
There's
with
a
a
video
subsection of
game.
pop punk.
Pop punk.
Yeah,
That's
diesel
fair.
punk is a close cousin to cyberpunk or to steampunk. Is
That's
a close
fair.
cousin. Let's see.
Do they have cow punk?
Atomic punk is always a classic.
Atomic punk's neat. That's like what, neon colors?
Atomic punk is like Fallout.
Mm. You're right. Fair enough.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh my god, I didn't even... There's so many types of punk. Rococo punk.
What's the cocoa punk?
Rococo punk is like late Baroque aesthetic. So very gilded.
That's
And then
fair.
there's stone punk, which is basically Flintstones.
Fair enough.
Now punk.
What's now punk?
It is basically whatever the current aesthetic is, just applied to whatever setting.
Fair enough.
Roller punk, lunar punk, elf punk, myth punk. There's nothing that's like specifically porcelain.
Well,
You
we're
know what?
creating it
If-
right now.
Yeah, we should make a porcelain punk kind of thing.
It's all about ancient pottery.
Yeah.
Porcelain dolls everywhere, as far as the eye can see.
Oh god, that would be terrifying. Honestly, that could be a very interesting aesthetic for a game.
Probably a horror game.
Oh, definitely. You would definitely need some tea in there.
Of course, scalding hot tea poured over your face.
Yeah, and that's why you have to wear the porcelain mask.
Sort of why Five Nights at Freddy's is pretty much animatronic punk or whatever.
Yeah, Chuck E. Cheese punk.
Yep, Chuck E. Cheese punk. FNAF really did codify the whole horror marketed for kids thing, didn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, as much as I dislike FNAF, I will admit that.
It was sort of a marketing masterpiece.
Yeah. It's become too big for its own good,
That's
though.
fair.
I don't mean that in a I don't mean that in a like, oh, I liked it before it was cool kind of way. I mean that it has become so convoluted in its own lore that it's become an absolute mess. It's like it's treading the same waters that caused the downfall of Hello Neighbor. Like, Hello Neighbor dived headfirst into those waters, and FNAF is treading it.
I think the difference is that Hello Neighbor sort of could have done it if it didn't abandon good gameplay decisions to accommodate. All right,
Yeah.
story. It's time for some story.
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
Let's this store.
Dinah saved my life. I survived because she showed me how to escape. I didn't leave the lamp in the library, and Dinah didn't knock it over. The lamp and Dinah were upstairs when I went to bed. Dinah was in the room with me when the fire started.
Ooh.
The cat was there.
The cat is the one who got blamed for starting the fire, by the way, along with the
Yeah,
lamp.
for knocking over the lamp.
Yeah. So if the lamp and the cat were in the room with Alice, what started the fire?
We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning.
I love that song, by the way.
I do too. Billy Joel's fantastic.
We didn't start the fire.
Yeah.
Things are going downhill fast.
You know, if they made a modern remake of We Didn't Start the Fire, they could absolutely keep the line "Trouble in the Suez."
Is there still trouble in the Suez?
I mean, there was trouble in the Suez a couple months ago. You remember the canal got blocked?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
That's exactly what Evergreen wants you to do.
Caterpillar, why have you abandoned us? The door ahead is sealed. Only by playing the correct sequence of bells can it be opened.
A dubious honor, I suspect.
Rhythm game.
Hell yeah.
Way too loud.
That is absurdly loud.
The tune's embedded in my memory, like Twinkle Twinkle Little Bat.
Get to the tree house.
Twinkle Twinkle Little Bat? What kind of song is that?
It's the kind that Bruce Wayne sings to Dick Grayson to get him to sleep.
Why not Damien?
Damien doesn't need help going to sleep.
Fair enough. You know, maybe he does. He's got issues.
I'm imagining, like, little Damien, like, sound asleep, and then, like, adult, like, in his Nightwing outfit, Dick Grayson, having trouble, and just Bruce singing. Oh, God.
Let me destroy all these inky wasp things first. By the way, ink wasps, great visual.
Oh, yeah.
Is it any
You know
wonder
what?
this game had to give up on boss fights in order to fit in all this great visual design?
You know, normally I would say you shouldn't sacrifice gameplay for visuals, but I think that it was an okay sacrifice in this case. Yeah, my brother-in-law was trying, my brother-in-law was trying to, or no, I guess it's my stepbrother. No, yeah, I guess it's my stepbrother. I don't know how non-blood relations work.
That's fair.
Either way, the son of the person my dad married, is that brother-in-law or is that stepbrother?
There's something summoning wasps. Where is it?
I'm gonna look it up.
Oh, there it is. Looks like the rest of the wall.
Okay, it's my stepbrother. My stepbrother was talking about like Unreal 5, because that's gonna be a thing pretty soon.
Yeah, a lot
Like,
of games that were in development for like Unreal 4 are going to Unreal 5.
yeah, he was talking about how like he showed me a trailer and it was like super realistic and all that. It's like that's fine and all, but like I personally don't care about the most realistic graphics
That's fair.
because I was there when Fallout 3 came out and like that was the most realistic thing at that time. And then 3 years later, it looked like shit because of how much stuff had progressed.
To be fair, Metal Gear Solid 4 for the PS3 still looks pretty good.
That's fair.
But like that's
But
different. It's because they spent
it,
like 10 years on that game.
also, the Metal Gear series does have like stylization to it.
That's fair.
Um,
Oh, more sliding.
yeah, like I tried to explain like the best graphics will look like garbage in 5 to 10 years, but stylized graphics will always look good.
Hmm. I mean,
And
people still complain that the new Psychonauts makes everybody look like Muppet people. So
did they always look like Muppet people?
they look more like Muppet people now. I mean, it was the PS2, so you could get away with Muppet people look.
But now with smoother polygons,
Yeah.
I guess I can
I
get
watched
that.
a video by Nitro Rad recently, one of my favorite content creators, and he says that horror is better in low poly.
Yeah, because when there's just enough detail for you to make something out, but not enough detail for you to get the full picture, your mind fills in the blanks with things that are worse than what is actually there.
Like,
It's why it's why like movies where they don't show the monster are more scary than ones where they do show the monster.
inevitably, you have to show the monster, but which means it never lives up to the hype.
Well, I mean, you could get away with not showing the complete monster, like maybe a hand, like a claw.
I
Like
think
there have been
I'm reminded of Doctor Who in this scenario.
Midnight.
No, I meant the angels. The angels in Doctor Who are a good example of why showing more of the monster kind of hurts them.
Yes, because when it was just the one episode and there were only 3, they were absolutely terrifying. But when
I
there
thought
was
it was 4.
yes, it was 4. Because when it was 4, they were terrifying, especially with the stinger at the end, which left you paranoid that any statue could be an angel. And then they did the planet of the angels, and that made them. It's the inverse ninja.
Yeah,
It's the inverse ninja law.
Yep.
Like, if you're fighting an army of ninjas, they're gonna go down fast. But if you're fighting a single ninja, you're probably gonna die.
You know what one of my favorite comics to do something with that is?
What?
Dr. McNinja.
Uh,
So in Dr. McNinja, there's a scene where the doctor realizes he's been cloned, and he's been cloned by his arch enemy, so that he can team up with his clones to kill his arch enemy. But in doing so, the villain reveals, because there's now 100 of you, you're easier to kill.
Yeah.
So the only way to survive was to team up with his own villain as the buddy cop duo. Because his reasoning was, he has to accept my help, because if he doesn't, he'll die. Because that's how these kind of tropes work. But if he doesn't accept my help, then I'm going to survive because I'm the buddy cop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is a great great writing in general.
Yeah, it's a really good satire of the tropes.
Yep. Dr. Ninja is great in general. Like, if you haven't read it, I recommend you do, because it ended a few years ago. So everything that's there is the story. So
You know what else was really good? It's really good if you like Dungeons and Dragons or role-playing games in general. It's Order of the Stick.
I think I've seen a lot of that, but I've never actually
It
sat down and read it all because there's so
It
much
is
of it.
very funny. The party members are it's a mix between a logic of like D&D settings and like RPG video game settings, where like my favorite interaction is when they're at a potion seller who's selling potions pretty cheap, and the logic of the sellers are like, you see, if we sell them for cheap, we get more customers, and the 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 main characters are like, yeah, you'll get more customers, but you're also spending more money than you're making on it in order to have them made. So you're losing money. And the potion store is like, what do you mean losing money? Look at how many customers we have.
Oh,
And so they're basically selling the potions for a loss.
that's
Don't understand
the
why that's the troll.
that's what Walmart does. What they do is they sell at a loss for a while, drive out all the competition by driving the cost down,
Yeah,
and then
that's
they
what got them banned from Germany.
Hmm?
That's what got them banned from Germany.
Yeah.
Predatory prices.
yeah.
But they're a multi-million dollar corporation bent on destroying small businesses rather than a small business.
Fair enough.
God, I love Order of the Stick. The one of the main characters has an evil twin who's just him but with a goatee, and
That's fair.
at one point he shaved his goatee and glued them on to the guy to try and swap places. And when that arc was resolved, he had to the good one had to go to a doctor to get the goatee removed.
Oh.
And he's like, unfortunately, you'll never be able to grow a beard. I'm sorry. Yeah. It's
And
like
the enemy has vanished forever. Okay.
because of the glue that was used, it left your cheeks forever smooth.
You know where that trope comes from? Star Trek.
Yeah, it's how Picard lost his hair.
No, it comes from
I know.
when in the original series they ran into evil Kirk and evil Spock.
You mean the evil person having the goatee?
Yes.
I was making a joke about Picard being bald.
Fair enough. So here's something
God.
interesting. There was an episode written but never, filmed, where I believe it was Star Trek Deep Space Nine that was going to feature William Shatner. Where the episode was about the crew of Deep Space Nine finding Kirk alone on a planet, and
They give him the lightsaber and he just tosses it behind him.
So they find Kirk and rescue him from this planet he's been trapped on for an amount of time, and everybody's like, "Why is he here? How is famous Captain Kirk here?" And the big reveal was going to be that it was evil Kirk who got shuttled through time and space as a result of his ultimate weapon being used against him.
See, that sounds pretty neat. Is he still evil, or did he have the
he
time
was still
to
evil as far as I'm aware.
Oh.
Like the only thing I know about it is the synopsis, because they never filmed the episode.
If I did that, I would have had him have done the self-reflection and not necessarily be a good guy, but be like.
Fair enough. To be fair, it is Star Trek, so They,
Oh
they
my
probably
God.
could have easily had it be like he has time to self-reflect later, like
Yeah.
after being reunited with people. He's like, what am I really looking for in life?
Yeah. Yeah. Like have like oh have like Kirk allegedly died 10 years ago. And
200 years ago.
he's alive here, and then Evil Kirk's like, oh,
Next
Kirk
Generation
is
takes
dead.
place.
Oh, 200.
Yeah,
Have it be like, oh, basically have Evil Kirk be like, oh, good Kirk is dead, then I guess I don't really have any purpose other than what I find my own. He
yeah.
goes off to.
Next Generation is like 200 something years after the original.
Really?
Yeah.
I never realized that.
And then Shatner made some books in which he made it to the future.
Honestly, I like Next Generation a lot more than
The original.
yeah. I like Patrick Stewart. He is fantastic.
Yeah, I guess it depends on like whichever you like more, because one's more diplomatic and ooh, space is interesting. Look at all these interesting customs and people we run into.
Yeah, I enjoy the cast of Next Generation a lot more. Not just Picard, but also Data, Joy
Data.
LaForge.
Data.
I even like Will Wheaton.
Fair enough. No accounting for taste, I see.
Of course, it's accounting for taste. I said I like Picard.
Yeah, but you also said you like Will Wheaton, so what is it?
I like the lore episodes. The episodes with lore.
Yeah, those are good.
Yeah. He's a huge fan of evil versions of characters.
I mean, that's fair, and there's a good reason for it, because it's interesting.
Absolutely.
You get this
You know,
brave, noble character, and you get to see what they could be under different circumstances.
you know what my absolute favorite episode is? It's not a lore episode, but it's the one where they have to make a case to the Federation for Data's sentiency, like basically proving that he does have a
Feelings.
sentience. Yeah, and he's not just a machine.
Yep. He has
'Cause
rights too.
yeah, and it's a really good episode because it really goes into the philosophy of like what makes a person a person. What is personhood?
There was a really good episode in which the crew of the Enterprise sees a strange phenomenon, and then they all wake up later. And they're like, huh. It seems you're only out for like 5 minutes. And Data's like, yes, according to the onboard computers, you've only been out for like 5 minutes. Ooh. But then it turns out they realize, wait, we've been out for a whole day. What happened? And it turns out they got their memories wiped in order to ensure that the native populace of a nearby planet could stay in solitude and confinement and mystery. Hate those things. Have you notice I'm not really fighting them? I'm just sort of running by. I think they respawn forever. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm watching.
Okay, you went silent for a bit, so I was like, huh.
Oh.
Then again, like, I go silent plenty of times. So.
Yeah. You know what? Another great episode of you know what? Other great episodes there were, and one of my favorite villains of um Next Generation.
Tell me.
I like the Sherlock Holmes episode and Moriarty.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I never saw the follow-up to that one. I should look that one up.
You really should. It's fantastic.
The great
I've told you
ones
how they
will
resolve it,
bring
right?
benefit to the source of their gratitude.
Ooh, spooky.
I told you how they resolve it, right?
I don't, because I want to see it.
Okay. I won't say it then. I thought I had at some point.
I'm pretty
I
sure
guess
you
I
have. I
haven't.
just don't remember it, which is the important part.
Okay. Yeah, I won't say. I think that Next Generation had a lot better antagonists. Like a more variety of antagonists.
That's fair. The original series had a lot of scummy traitors as villains.
Yeah, it didn't really have any that were like super memorable other than Khan. And that's because
He got a
his
movie.
own movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he got butchered in the follow-ups.
Yeah, because he was played by blended.
Okay, to be fair, I don't think it's Benedict Cumberbatch's fault. It was bad writing
I
in
think
general.
it was a Well, yes, but also a miscast because
That's true.
I don't like. I have nothing against him. I mean, I have many things against him, but I do understand he is a phenomenal actor when he's given a good script and direction. Like he is great in Doctor Strange, but he is not a good Khan. He does not have the body type nor the demeanor needed.
Yeah, he doesn't seem immediately like some sort of galactic dictator, which the original Khan was supposed to be, right?
The original Khan was a super soldier, effectively.
Yeah, but he was
Uh,
also
it-
a dictator. He ruled. He was a ruler.
I think he was more of a warlord than a dictator.
Warlord, dictator, they blend together.
Yeah. He was a conqueror.
Yeah.
He used his strength and his
Dang it.
intellect. That's an instant kill.
More like an instant stun, if I'm honest.
I think you just have to. I don't think you can jump over it.
Oh well. Dang it.
Yeah, you
I
have.
really wish I
I
could
think-
just jump over that, because jumping over stuff is more fun than standing behind objects.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know who I would. You know who would actually make a. Oh wait, no, because he was already Kirk's dad.
Hemsworth?
Yeah, I think Hemsworth would have made a fantastic Khan. He's got the body shape for it. I think he'd be able to do the proper like emotions for it.
Mm.
Being able to like
Observe
be
and
resolved and collected, and then being able to like channel that anger.
Yeah, to be fair, he was
Really
sort of a
good.
nobody actor at that point, though.
Yeah, and also he played Kirk's dad, so
True. I mean, that was what gave him his start to fame, so.
yeah. Was it Hemsworth or Evans that was in the Ghostbusters?
Evans.
Okay.
No, it was Hemsworth.
Was Hemsworth?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just gonna run around these guys. Ooh, crab cannon, crab battle.
Everything is crab.
Return
Crab
to
cycle.
crab. I just gotta dodge. Ooh, spooky. Look at me dodging.
Are they just gonna die?
Yeah, it's the passage of time. I just have to survive. I don't see the dormouse.
Didn't she die?
Yeah, but so did the hare, right? Or is that the white rabbit?
No, that's the hair.
Okay, no, that might be the white rabbit because he's wearing the hat. And it looks like the bomb. I think that's the
Maybe.
white rabbit.
I'll look it up.
He's like, I think the
Come, Alice, don't
the marsh hare.
already missed the train.
Oh yeah, he's
I
talking
thought it was
about
the
being late.
rabbit.
That is the rabbit, yeah.
Yeah, what does the March hair look like? Oh yeah, the March hair was a cyborg.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the Dormouse isn't there because she died alongside the March hare.
Yeah, and so did the Hatter, I believe. Whatever.
I mean, maybe. Who knows?
Oh, that was close. This game's lack of boss fights just bugs me a little.
That's fair.
It really does make the whole adventure feel a lot more repetitive when there's no big finale to any of it.
Yeah.
You don't feel like you're building up to something, you know?
Yeah, you're just going through the motions.
Yeah, you just continue through the adventure until you get to the end of the area, and it's like, oh, thank you, Alice.
Yeah. If they made if they made a movie, a Star Trek Next Generation movie set in the same universe as, or set in the same timeline as the,
They do. It's called Picard, and everybody hates it.
God damn. I was gonna ask who would play Picard.
They do. It's called Picard, and everybody hates it.
Okay. Who would you have casted as
A
Picard?
young Picard?
Yeah.
I would clone Sir Patrick Stewart.
I would, well, that was an episode.
That was a movie.
Yeah, that was the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, because he had the disease. The super rare disease, and that's how he was able to identify that the villain was his evil younger clone.
Raised by the Romulan.
Yeah. Oh god. That was a good one. It was really stupid, but it was good.
I've heard bad things about Nemesis, though. Then I've only seen, like, it once.
It's an enjoyable. Like, it's no... It's
It's no worse for Star Trek than, like, half of the,
half of the original movies.
yeah.
Yeah.
The
I would
Quest for
have-
God.
I would have James McAvoy playing a young Picard.
That's fair.
Because, like, as much as I have problems with, the new X-Men stuff, I do think that he does do...
Make a
he is
decent young Picard.
a decent young, Patrick Stewart.
Oh, there we go. Look, further up the hill.
How does the map know where you are?
It tells me where the endpoint is.
Yeah, but how does it know?
The belligerents, without true cause or purpose.
Yeah, I think James McAvoy is good at playing young Patrick Stewart.
That's fair.
The invaders corrupted the vivid world. The assaulted could not comprehend the masses' brutality.
Was the Deadpool movie in, was that in the McAvoy or the Stewart, versions?
They make a joke about not knowing which one.
I know, but then they have the cast. They have some cast in the cut. They have the cast in the gag.
I think I think it's the younger
McAvoy.
one, Malcovoy.
Yeah. Okay.
Ah, I juked you.
God. Dark Phoenix was terrible.
It very much is, and it's unfortunate because
It did have some good scenes in it.
the scene where
But-
she makes him climb up the stairs. Is
Yes,
so
that was
good.
horrifying.
Yeah.
That was legitimately terrifying.
It accomplished what it set out to do, which is be sinister. And why can I not pick that up?
Ooh. Yeah, because I think everyone's acting in that scene was on point.
That's fair.
Like,
Yeah.
James McAvoy legitimately sounded like he was in an immense amount of pain.
The way they made him move, too.
Oh yeah, he sold it. He absolutely sold it. Like, I could legitimately believe that he was
He
a
couldn't walk.
Yeah, he couldn't walk and was being forced to support his own weight on legs through telekinesis.
Come on, jump, jump, jump.
It is the only good thing I can say about Dark Phoenix.
That's fair. Let's talk about something that's an unmitigated disaster, though. Have you seen a Fan 4-stick?
Yes.
That is so bad.
I cannot. I don't remember like a decent chunk of it because it was just that bland.
Nothing happens.
Yeah.
It takes them nearly
Even-
an hour in their hour and a half runtime to get to the bit where they get their superpowers.
Yeah. Like, even in the cheesy Fantastic Four that came out that had Chris Evans in it, like, even they got their powers within the first like 20 minutes.
That's fair, yeah.
And like, yeah, they also didn't do anything, but they were still doing things while not doing anything.
Inky waves. Spooky.
Do you think the MCU is going to try and redeem the other Fantastic Four movies through the multiverse, like with Spider-Man? Wait, what about that chain down there?
Going for that.
Yeah, what's it do?
I think it moves this. Well, isn't that just peachy? Thank you, thank you. I'm gonna be here all night.
You are gonna be here all night if you keep at this.
God, this is taking forever. I'm going through this at a click, though. So
So it's this level and then your favorite level?
it's this level. Then I have to do like the House of Cards area, and then like my favorite level.
Is House of Cards area long?
I don't recall it being long, but it could be for all I know.
This area feels so much longer than the previous ones.
Yeah, like even the area building up to it was pretty hefty lengthwise.
Oh yeah, the underwater area.
Yeah. Which is a shame because the area I like is like probably the shortest of them.
That's always rough. Maybe it's because it's short that you like it. Like, if it ran longer, your opinion would go down.
I mean, I love it because of it. A, its aesthetic is the best. Two, it includes the corpse of Rasputin.
From Psychonauts?
Yes, Psychonauts appears in this game.
I can't tell if you're joking or not.
I'm not
'Cause I was
joking.
being flippant. I was being flippant. Like, saying that as a joke.
Oh, you thought I meant like historical Rasputin?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, it's Rasputin from Psychonauts.
Yeah.
My favorite game of the last year. And
Yeah.
game of the year contender. And winner, because we live in a world without It Takes Two.
If we live in a world without It Takes Two, then Death's Door is the winner. I'm sorry.
Oh. Well, it won the Indie Awards. It wasn't up for the Best of All Time award. Alice's
Take-
lack of a jump height really does make this more frustrating.
It Takes Two was pretty fun though.
Yeah,
You can go for that peach.
I might as well. It's taking 2 seconds off my life.
Unless you get hit.
I suffer from collectible syndrome.
2 seconds.
And I have to go back anyway because I missed the reward for getting to the peach.
You miss. There's an award for getting to that peach.
Yeah. You can't see it because it's Did you see it? My tooth counter went up.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's horrifying.
It looks like a demon crawfish. Ooh, spooky.
My worst enemy, seafood.
I like seafood.
Well, you can have all the seafood then, because I'm not eating any.
You don't like sushi?
I do not like seafood at all. I told you why, right?
Yeah, you got like food poisoning one night, right?
No. So my when I was growing up, my cousins would look after me and my siblings during the summers. You know, free babysitters. And every day when Toonami was on, because I really liked Toonami. And this was like the second half of the summer that they came in. So I've been watching Toonami on a daily basis. Like, Hamtaro and Yu Yu Hakusho were my jam.
They had
but
forced you to
when
watch
they
the
came-
cooking show, right?
No. They locked me in my room for hours until my parents came home and gave me nothing but a can of tuna each time to eat if I got hungry.
That is so what?
Yeah, I thought I told you.
That's horrible.
Yeah, that is why I don't like seafood at all, and also why I do not like being in rooms that lock from the outside.
Fair enough. Wow, that is kind of messed up. Wow.
Yeah. I started sneaking batteries into my room so I could at least play my Game Boy, and started like eating before Toonami started.
Did they ever? Did you ever find out why they did that, or is it just because they were just legitimately awful people?
Because they were awful people.
Oh, fuck you!
Oh, god damn it.
Once more,
Another
the shadow
sliding
dragon
puzzle?
winds along the path. Follow the dragon alley.
I'm gonna upgrade my weapon, by the way. Hobby horse.
okay.
Boom. Look at that, it's a unicorn
Oh,
now.
nice.
Ah, I see how it goes. Makes perfect sense, really. At least now it does.
Oh, god.
Send me
You
to
need to find-
hell.
Yeah, you need to find 4. Yeah, my cousins were terrible people and are still terrible people.
That's fair.
But luckily I've cut them out of my life. I've cut a lot of my family out of my life. Really, there's only 2 family members that are...
You know, I'm gonna ask you to put down the knife before you start cutting out more family members.
Well, the thing is, the 2 family members that are currently in my life, that I welcome into my life, are members that I had cut out for years, but then they made an effort to be better people and
That's
form
fair.
a positive relationship.
That's fair. It's always good to see that people willingly wish to improve.
Yeah, it's my sister and my dad. My dad, I have a complicated...
You don't need to get into it. Actually, I would ask
Yeah.
you not, because we are streaming.
Yeah, okay. Either way, we're on good terms now, and he printed out the D&D minis that I painted today.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, he's a lot better since he got married to a pretty awesome person. I like my stepmom. She's really cool.
That's fair.
She's a she works at a hospital.
Mm.
She was working in triage today.
Neat.
Yeah. Apparently, they regularly have people who come in at like 8 in the morning with gunshot wounds.
Oof.
And that's a regular thing that happens.
That sounds incredibly painful. I'm very happy that I don't have gunshot wounds in me right now.
Well, we live in Texas.
Fair enough. Are they self-inflicted wounds or just like...
I don't know. It's not the same person each time. It's just like every day in the morning you can count on at least a couple people coming in with some gunshot wounds.
I was sleeping with another woman and my husband came in.
God. Oh my god, I just remembered the dumbest episode of Grey's Anatomy.
Hmm?
So, it's called Code Black, and what it is this person comes in, or this person is wheeled in, he has a literal hole in his chest with an EMT clutching, with her hand inside it, clutching something to keep him from bleeding. And after they get the wife to calm down and explain what happened, turns out they built like a World War I anti-air cannon and some homemade artillery, and it went off, and that was it. And then they're like, "Wait, was there an explosion? What? Was there an explosion? No!" And then they all look at each other and then zoom in on the EMT's hand in the chest. And like there's the live homemade artillery round inside it.
Oof.
And it's really stupid.
People can be.
Yeah.
There we go. Let's solve this sucker.
Alright. Doesn't look too complicated. Let's see. Yep.
Nice, I did it.
Gate is open.
Yeah, not too
Now
complicated.
it appears
Yep.
that I can continue my ascent to the peak.
I wonder what Kevin Bacon's up to these days.
He's currently mourning the death of a friend.
Oh, that's sad.
It was, you've seen Tremors, right?
Oh.
The guy who played Earl died recently.
Oh, that's sad. Yeah, like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
That's really sad. Let's see what his IMDb says. I still had the thing open on my screen, and I still had IMDb on my screen, and there was a thing about Kevin Bacon. Oh, yeah, he was in Hollow Man. I completely forgot about that.
He was in what?
Hollow Man.
Oh yeah, Kevin Bacon was in Hollow Man.
I forgot about that. I haven't seen Hollow Man in years.
I saw it only once.
Yeah, I think I only saw it like once or twice too. It was terrifying. It was like the first Invisible Man story I ever saw.
I've read the original. It's more like a short story, to be honest.
Yeah, that's fair. God. I hope that they remake Armageddon. Like, if they're gonna do
It's not enough that they
really
abuse and
dumb
murder us. They let
remakes,
their spawn feed on our
I really hope Armageddon gets a remake, because that was a really stupid movie.
Mm.
Or maybe even a sequel. Like, Top Gun's getting a sequel. Give Armageddon a sequel. Shoot another meteor at the world.
Top Gun does not need a sequel.
The sequel looks like it looks like Maverick is now a teacher, teaching people how to fly, and the son of the dude he killed by accident when he was doing his reckless flying stunts in Top Gun.
You actually
Is
I've
now
actually seen Top Gun.
okay. So in Top Gun, the main character's Maverick. He's a loose cannon. You
And he
know how
gets
it
a
goes.
buddy killed.
Yeah, he gets a buddy killed because he's doing reckless flying maneuvers. Uh, in combat, he's like, uh,
So
yeah,
he's showing
and
off when he shouldn't be.
well, less showing up because they are doing an actual dogfight. Like it's an actual dogfight with the enemy.
Okay. He's showing off
So
in a dogfight.
yeah, he's showing up. They're both showing off in a dogfight, and his friend gets killed. And so it looks like the main conflict is like of the new movie is that he's go- he's now a teacher in the new one, and the son of his old friend is in the class and doesn't respect him, thinks he's a terrible person for killing his father. That's what it looks like based on the trailers.
Wake that? What about its tongue? And the prospect of warts? Ooh. Anyway, how do you know?
I think the best scene of Top Gun is you should watch it just for the volleyball scene.
Fair enough.
What old cheesy like really bad action film would you give a needless sequel to?
The Princess Bride. If I was forced to, I'd probably say The Princess Bride. I'd bring back Carrie Alleyways. I'd be like, hey, Carrie, you gotta make a sequel to this. And he'll be like, why would you ever do that? And I'll have to explain to him, well,
There's a gun to
corporate
my
demands.
head. Yeah. I think I would do Con Air. It's a Nicolas Cage movie.
I know what you're talking about, but I know it exists, but I've never seen it.
Okay, so it's about Nicolas Cage. He's a prisoner, and he's in prison because he killed some dudes in self-defense. And his daughter has basically grown up the last like 6 years. For the last 6 years, while he's in prison, but he's been writing her like on a daily basis, and he has this rabbit which he finally gets out, or he's finally getting out, and he has this rabbit he's gonna give to her for like 6th birthday, and but then he's on a plane full of a prison transport, and one of the prisoners being transported is like
It's played by John Malkovich.
it's basically Hannibal Lecter. And then the prisoners manage to kill the guards who take the plane for themselves, and he basically has to
Survive.
Yeah. They don't know he's getting out. He tells them that he's still got like 10 more years. So that they don't kill him.
Oh, because he wants to make sure that they don't like kill him to cover their tracks. He's like, nah, I'm thankful you guys are rescuing me.
Yeah, also, if they knew that he was going to turn them into the cops, because, if he goes with them, he will be arrested for as an accomplice, if he does go with them for real. And so he's basically the rat in the group, and has to try and bring them down. What about hitting that T?
I have to hit the gong.
Oh.
Okay, that's not working. I might need to go around.
Yeah.
No, really, not it.
Pepper?
Well, there's something up there.
Oh,
Oh.
there's a keyhole.
I don't think that's gonna be
Oh.
it, but
I mean, could be.
no. Oh, but there we go. That might be
but
it. Actually, might be right.
what was it? Was that a meteor?
It's a rock.
You know, in movies where Dwayne Johnson plays a character in that universe, all the other movies with him would be played by The Rock.
Yeah, they look a lot alike. I'm surprised nobody else
Yeah,
has said
yeah.
it before.
Honestly, they really need to do a movie with both of them and have it be like, oh, one's like an FBI agent, like the world's greatest spy, and the other is just some guy, and they end up getting confused with each other. God, I really do like the joke of treating The Rock and Dwayne Johnson like they're different people, because you know they are.
Wait, what?
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 Yeah, Dwayne Johnson and The Rock, definitely two different people.
Hmm. I'd say you're making that up, but I don't have enough proof to push one way or the other. So.
What's your favorite movie with The Rock?
Eh.
I really like The Mummy 2.
Yeah, but he's barely in
I think
it.
you gotta shrink. I think you gotta shrink to that. All right, then I'll say The Scorpion King.
I forget that was a movie.
Yeah.
The fact that that actually had a movie is kind of weird to me.
It wasn't a good movie, but it was enjoyable.
It had video games, you know.
Yeah.
And they're on the 5th sequel, I believe, for that.
Oh my god. Please let him retire.
Oh no, he's left it, but
Oh, good.
they
Is
hire
it
like
following? Is it like following the sun, and he's older or something?
no, I think they just changed the actor.
What? You can't do that.
They totally can, especially if it's low
Also,
budget.
also, if they made another Mummy movie, I think the best, like in the same continuity, I think the best way to do it is to have it set in like modern era, and that way, it's like yeah, O'Connell's dead, the son is also dead, but
O'Connell's
also
dead. You know, after I heard he broke his back in the last movie. That makes sense.
yeah. Yeah, no, just have it be like it's set. It's so far in the future that it makes sense that everyone's dead.
That's fair.
Everyone from the original is dead. And then have someone summon Imhotep. Like, I don't care that he was dragged into the pits of hell.
Yeah, I mean it's more interesting than the Dragon Emperor.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor. That was
Yeah.
not a good one in the slightest.
I saw that only like once, and I barely paid attention. I'm like,
Yeah, I saw that once too, and
that has
I
like
don't
Yetis in
remember.
it for some reason, right?
I have no idea. The only thing I remember is like, I think the Terracotta Warriors had mummies inside them. I remember there was something about the Terracotta Warriors.
Corpses. There's corpses in them.
God, did you ever watch the videos of that one dumbass who thinks every rock is a living organism?
No, I've never even heard about this.
Oh God. I'd have to check his name. I don't remember.
Please tell me I'm almost there.
Only the savage regard the impurities.
But like,
Am I going to spend like the entirety of this stream in this one area?
yeah, unfortunately.
This is why I don't like this area either. It's so weird. There's like 5 areas in this game that I just don't give a care about because they're either too long or whatever reason.
Yeah, the idiots like, oh, you see the terracotta warriors? Look, you see this right here, and he points to like shading, and he's like, that's proof that was blood. That's dried blood right there from inside. And he thinks that Stonehenge were the feet of giants. There are a lot of idiots on YouTube.
That's fair. I mean, that's anybody can make a video, so.
Yeah. I think my favorite dumbass is the one that thinks that, like, the sun is a space station and that solar flares are,
The sun is a space
Space
station sounds like such a
coming out
cool
of it.
concept for a movie, by the way.
yeah. Or it'd probably be in the same genre of, like, oh, the moon is an egg.
God, that was
Yeah,
to be fair, that was not a bad idea. The problem was they made it about, you know, women's rights. So it becomes like, becomes a very, very not great message about abortions.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about.
Okay, so it's an episode of Doctor Who in which they
Oh,
reveal
I
that the
remember
moon
now.
is an egg. And
Yeah, I remember now. You talked about it on the channel.
and they reveal that it's like, okay, so if the moon hatches, it
Earth
could
is
very much
destroyed.
destroy the Earth. And they explain like all the reasons why it could destroy the Earth, you know, tidal shift, etc., etc. And then it's like, okay, but you have a choice. You'll kill what's ever inside of it, and that could be bad. So,
The answer is piss on the moon like Eggman.
and they're like, okay, so now you get a choice. Do you want to kill the moon and absolutely save the Earth, or do you want to let the baby be born and potentially destroy everybody? And it's like everybody gets a vote for some reason. And everybody votes, kill the moon, yeah, definitely. In order, if it's to save the world, it is a hard choice, but yeah, we gotta kill the moon. And then Clara Oswald is like, no, I refuse. And then it turns out everything's alright anyway. But like,
That sounds like a worse retread of this of that city that was on the back of the space whale.
it's the same alien, by the way.
Oh, that makes it worse.
Yeah, it's the space whale. The space whale is born from the moon.
That's stupid. Is it the same space whale?
I'm pretty sure it's the same space whale.
Oh,
They don't say it, but I'm pretty sure it's the same space whale.
yeah, because in the time that the space whale is, he's the last of his kind, and that's why he showed pity on the Space London.
Space London, yeah.
Yeah.
My main issue
Oh,
with it is
look at-
mostly because if you take it as a straight abortion related message that it wants to be, then it's not a very good one because it implies
Yeah.
that you should let it be born no matter what, even if it's bad.
Even if it'll kill you.
Yeah. And that is, you know, a bad message. But they also try to
Absolutely.
treat it as like, oh, it's okay to like, I guess, say make a decision despite like everybody else saying, despite the people who are most affected by it getting a choice. It's like, no, it's the choice of somebody else, someone random. Because
And
Clara
then that
Oswald could
choice
just
ended,
use
and then that choice that someone else who's not affected by it is apparently right.
Yes, Clara Oswald, by the way. The story takes place in the future, so by all rights, it's not her time.
Yeah.
She could she can bail and leave with the Doctor at any given time, which is like part of why I think it's like a really garbo metaphor, because it's like, yeah, someone who's not gonna suffer from like the consequences of this gets the choice.
Yeah.
And then they make a fuss about it, like, oh, Doctor, why'd you make me make a choice? Why would you put me under the stress of having to make this important decision? And it's like, oh, it's the Doctor's fault. But really, it's like, nah, it's just a really bad metaphor.
Yeah. You know what is a much better metaphor?
Tell.
Team 4-star, when there was the cell fetus.
Not familiar with it.
So when they realized that Dr. Gero in Dragon Ball Z Abridged has the sub basement, Trunks and Krillin go to destroy the cell that's growing in it, and Trunks has like some reservations about it, like being like, wait, this one hasn't actually done anything bad yet. And Krillin's like, look, it's not about what it's done now, it's about what it's going to do, about the pain it'll cause, and fuck the pretense, we're a boarding cell, and just blasts it.
Okay, that is funny.
Team 4-star has fantastic writing.
I mean, it is a parody channel, and I like to think that most parody channels have decent writers, but that's not true.
Yeah. Well, it is true. It's just there's also people claiming to be parody channels that aren't. Cinema Sins.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
But there's also like really bad parody. So like, oh yeah, it's a parody, but it's like still really vile stuff.
Yeah, I guess I view. Basically, I think the way to tell if something is a parody channel is if it's actually funny.
Fair enough. But I'm making a parody of stuff that's funny, so the joke is that it's not funny. That makes it brilliant. Don't you get it? It's okay if you don't get it, because I'm a genius. It's parody.
Scraps says like he just said something smart.
I can say all sorts of hilarious things, and you'd have to believe that I said them.
Snapcube is a fantastic parody channel.
They did like the Sonic real-time cutscene stuffs, right?
Yeah, real-time fan dubs.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I liked watching the behind the scenes and seeing exactly how they do it. And the way they do it is basically Penny has a screen share, on Discord, and is just playing the cutscenes, like, because you can go on YouTube, find the cutscenes. And it's just playing that muted, and they just all say the first thing that comes. Yeah, the first thing that comes to mind. It quite literally is a real-time fan dub. I didn't realize just how true that was until I watched the behind the scenes. Like,
there we go. It's over. I did it. Cutscene time.
On Absalom.
Yep.
I've come all this way to find a simulacrum.
If I had the time, I'd detail how often you prefer dealing with illusions rather than the real thing. Problems you refuse to deal with don't exist. You deny reality.
That's not right. I know what's real.
No, and you allow others to tell you what isn't real. Now, come inside.
Ooh, spooky. What's going on? Ooh, layers.
Oh no, is that a spider?
No, this is. I think this is actually kind of cool.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because it's his
Caterpillar.
cocoon. He's gonna become a butterfly.
Hmm?
My memories are shattered. This wicked train has ruined nearly all I can recall. And Wonderland will perish completely as I lose my mind. So much has changed. I can't help Wonderland if I can't help myself.
Much has changed.
Believe in the you that believes in me,
Save
believing in you.
Wonderland, and you may save yourself. The carpenter was onto something, but he was hiding from the real. Your goal is to accept it.
Where should I go then? What should I do?
The queen must be served, Alice. The queen in all her guises must always be served.
Ooh, what does
You're
it
gonna cut her-
mean? What does it mean?
It means you gotta cut her up and bring her to the party. And let the Mad Hatter and the White Rabbit eat her.
What does she know that I don't?
She is someone you once knew and loved. Time changes.
This
us
has the
all.
opposite problem of Force Unleashed.
Remember that when you find the
Not enough explanation.
No, the cutscenes are way too quiet.
Hmm. Yeah, fair
In
enough.
In Force Unleashed, the cutscenes are way too loud.
Oh, I'm in the asylum. I do like this build-up though.
Yeah. Are we gonna call it?
Oh,
We've been
how
going
long
for
have we
like
been streaming?
almost 2 hours.
Oi, you there.
Oh, let's finish this
Son of
section.
that. Coming a regular
Okay.
this, Nick Alice. What's this time, Fred?
Oh, police station.
Muttering about a murder in Threadneedle Street. Cursing
You know what
insects,
this really makes me
lost
want to
on
play?
railroad. Had to bring her in, didn't I?
Dishonored.
Witness to herself.
That's
Right,
fair.
No danger to others, surely.
It reminded me of the
Jail.
cops in Dishonored.
Jail.
Too true, but where then does she belong?
Let's walk it out, Fred.
Yeah,
Send her
Alice
back
looks
to
a bit
Dr.
like Emily.
Brumley. He raised holy hell last time I kept her overnight.
Oh, what happened?
We should play Dishonored on the channel once you finish something.
Yeah, I was taking Alice down and we meet two coppers walking Jack to the cells. He's mad than the usual I never wrong bloke nonsense when he sees Alice. That's the bitch what done it, he yells. She screams, you miserable cur, you leech, you maggot, living off another's labour, etc., etc. I'm admiring her line of inquiry, but suddenly she hits her head or something and faints. Couldn't send her home, could I?
And Dr. Bumby pitched a fit.
Said he'd have me jobbing me arse on a plate. Told him he could have the former. Leave the latter alone, thank you very much. Good
I like
night,
his
Alice.
underbite.
You know the way out.
That's fair. It's very good character design, you know?
Oh yeah. You just know by the design that these guys are assholes.
Oh, this guy was pretty decent. He literally
Well,
just
he's a cop.
explained that it was fair. But he's nice to Alice. That's the important bit. It's how people treat the lowest of their brethren that really dictates what a human life is worth, you know?
Yeah. It's how we treat waiters. That's how you can tell what someone's like. Is how
Oh.
they treat a waiter.
Oh, bright lights. Dark alleyways now.
Bright lights and dark alleyways. That
Yeah.
sounds like the title for this episode.
Probably not.
I'm gonna write it down because that is actually a really good title.
Okay. Ooh, spooky.
Oh my, it's so red.
I legitimately love this transition. So moist.
Yeah.
It's very short-lived, but it's very moist.
Oh my god, I could hear your controller vibrating.
Yeah.
God. It's the flesh pit.
Oh.
I don't know why, but I really love the idea of a pit made of flesh.
And then they have this section. Which,
We'll save this section for next time.
yeah, I guess. Might as
All
well.
right. Thank you
Look at that.
everybody for watching.
Bunch of cards. Kind of clever. Card bridge. There we
Yeah.
go. That's what this area is.
All right. So thank you everybody for watching. Definitely check out some of the other stuff on the YouTube channel. There is Donkey Kong 64, which I'm playing. I'm doing a 101%. There is also Pokemon Black, which I'm playing. We just got through the Electric Caves. There is Force Unleashed. I believe we mentioned that earlier.
We're in the
in
last level.
Yeah.
Once we finish
Yeah,
it, we're
we
going to
are.
be moving on to the DLC.
Yeah. And then there's 2 Dungeons and Dragons campaigns. There's Curse of Strahd run by my friend Chalkpy. And then there's a homebrew that I made that I run called World of Tapir. And you
You've
can
not been
definitely
streaming for
check
2 hours. You've only been streaming for an hour and a half.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Didn't we start?
An hour 40.
I thought we
I can keep playing.
We just did the outro.
Oh, screw the outro. I'm gonna go back for 20 more minutes.
I am a little tired.
There we go. Invisible thing. Yeah, we've only been streaming for an hour 40. How dare you? I was feeling sort of bummed because I was like,
I thought we started at 6:30.
We started a little after because I had to do setup.
Oh.
As always.
This makes me want to play Gauntlet again.
That's fair.
It reminds me of the level that we had to play 4 times because it kept glitching right at the end.
I hated that.
I did too.
Oh, so Alice's sister is talking about someone.
Did she die in the fire?
Yes, a very creepy person who she didn't want invited over again because he was hitting on her.
Ew.
Wonder what that could be. Crap.
Just like down below, someone's like harvesting their hay, and all of a sudden, this girl dressed like a rabbit
Just falls from the sky.
Dies. Yeah. Why don't you just keep the dark on at all times in this level? Yeah, it's bright enough that it doesn't really obscure anything.
Yeah, but this is shrink mode. I move slower. Do we ever figure out which outfit it is that makes these things always visible? Yeah, the caterpillar outfit.
Oh, right, and it's very ugly.
Yeah. Ah, dang it.
It didn't form in time.
Or I could just walk back. Dang it. It moved.
Do be moving. Oh, rip. Maybe I'll put you on the card since you stepped on it.
Dang it.
Damn it. So, in Clone Wars, I found a Jedi that's almost as bad as Caddy Mundi.
Who is it?
Rel.
Don't remember who that is, so forgive me.
It's the one that's the same species as Dexter Jetster.
Oh.
The one that was purposely sending clones out to die.
Really? Yeah, that is pretty nasty. Wow.
Yeah.
Hopefully I can finish this so I can get a first glance at the next area. Or heck, if you're interested, we can actually stream a bit longer to 2.5 hours.
I am burned out.
Yeah, you had a big day, didn't you?
I did. I had to drive out of town an hour away. Paint some minis. Have lunch with my dad and my stepbrother. Oh god, something I wanted to bring up whenever we were talking about Star Trek earlier is that article I sent you a screenshot of. Well, I didn't send you specifically, but I posted a screenshot of it in
One of our public chat groups?
yeah, well, in one of our private chat groups, the friend
Fair enough.
groups.
Yeah, true.
So it's from Fox, so you know that it's gonna be some grade A bullshit. They say Star Trek writers take Starship Enterprise where it's never gone before into woke politics. It's like, have you never seen a single episode of Star Trek? Like, Star Trek had the first interracial kiss on television. Like, Star Trek, one of the main plot is usually like fighting to free some kind of
Dang it.
free people from some kind of corruption, you know? Like, Star Trek has always, if Star Trek had never existed and was just now became a new thing, people would complain that it's that it's pandering. Like, Star Trek was very progressive for its time.
That's fair. Dang it.
Is there a way to glitch into it?
No, unfortunately, I'm trying to think.
But you can't, like.
Doesn't seem to be up there, is the issue. I just guess I gotta go really fast then.
Maybe. Can you do anything to, like, upgrade them?
The bomb?
Yeah.
Dang it, my time was off.
Can you have more than one bomb at a time?
No, I don't think I can. I believe it's only the one.
I believe in you.
Boom, there we did it.
Oh. Yeah, you had to shrink to get to it. I get why people are. I don't get people who are like, oh, The Millennium Falcon could totally destroy the Enterprise, because like the Enterprise is about the size of a Star Destroyer.
Yeah, it's massive. It's got way more weapons than we ever see used.
And way stronger shields.
Yeah.
Not to mention, its propulsion system is technically faster than anything the
The Falcon has, yeah.
yeah. Like warp, how fast can it go? Like warp, what's the fastest warp that they can safely do? Like warp
fuck.
5? Ooh, that was close.
I managed to get my jump off, which is the important bit.
So the bridge was
Oh,
building.
thank God. Oh, there we go.
Oh. Oh.
I really hate, like, this kind of thing.
Yeah.
Because if you're out of the area of, like,
There's no way to know.
yeah, there's no way to know, so it can really freak you out as you're, like, trying to figure things out. Okay, here we go. This is the end of the area, I believe. This is a very short area, which is I'm thankful for. Because it leads to
sudden
my
lighting
because it
change.
leads to my favorite.
The slide.
Yeah, not the slide. Look how creepy everything looks. It's like Mad Max up in here.
Yeah, it looks like Raxus Prime.
Yeah.
Or Felucia.
That's alright. Let's go left. Because if you go left, eventually you'll go right. I don't know, I just made that up.
Oh yeah, turn left and go right. Yeah, pretty sure that works. In Crazyville.
I mean, yeah, accurate. We are in Crazyville.
Yeah. I was making a Cars reference.
Hmm.
Cars was great.
I think it's just
It's
fine.
it's so wild.
Whoa!
It's Dark Souls.
It's Alice. Dark Souls returns. Ooh.
I would love to play a Souls game that takes place in Wonderland.
Handiwork, returning to the scene of the crime.
It had to be done, Cat. You said so yourself. You and this Red Queen cannot both survive. She is a cancer in your body. Excise her or perish.
Well, she was the face of evil in the heart of darkness.
She didn't treat you too well last time. Lost your head, as I recall.
She was completely deranged. You picked up her crown.
But now you've put it down. You must speak to her. What's left of her, anyway.
Ominous.
Ooh, did you hear that?
What was that noise?
That was off with her head.
What was that noise?
What's down here?
Probably something. Probably a pig snout.
Maybe. This is probably like the best level in the game, I'm gonna be honest.
Probably.
Aesthetic, visual, like...
Of platforming, apparently.
I'm not great at platforming.
Go over.
This environment is all, you know, what's the word?
Crunchy.
Janky.
Cold and feeling.
Maybe, who knows? So this game does the exact same thing that Tim Burton's Alice does, which is combined the Red Queen and the Queen of Hearts, who are two separate characters in the original. It's why a lot of people believe that Tim Burton may or may not have used this game very liberally as a frame of reference. But he's not. But neither of these is the first one to make that kind of common error. So.
Yeah, I mean, for the longest time I thought they were the same person.
That you thought that because like they kept combining them in movies and TV shows and whatnot.
Yeah. Maybe it's a Jekyll Hyde situation.
Maybe.
Yeah, like her face twitches like an undercranked footage, and she just grabs another uh, cup of beer to drink, and then God,
You're referencing the
yeah, Jekyll.
you know. Oh look, you can see the looking glass.
Yep.
If you look, the looking glass I believe is in every level.
What's beyond it?
No idea. It's all disassembled now. It's been destroyed in the name of progress. Trivia.
There's a tiny brain teaser.
Yay, trivia.
Well, for you. What comes next in the sequence? 1, 3, 4, 7, 11.
It's 18.
Excellent.
What is that?
It looks like a modified Fibonacci.
No, I mean like the question. How do you know it's 18?
Because it was the current number plus the previous number.
Oh.
Uh, 3 plus 4 equals 7. 7 plus 4 equals 11. 11 plus 7 equals 18.
Fair enough.
I guess I already thought of that because I already thought of Fibonacci.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Card guard. I like card enemies.
Very good designs. They're all zombie-like, too, which I think is kind of cool.
Were they zombie like in the first one?
No, they weren't.
Okay. I thought they were.
Yeah, that's part of the trick. They were returning to a dead land.
Yeah. Well, this was the final area, right? Of the first one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Does it have the same layout? But like.
No, as far as I
modified?
know. I don't think so. They're two different games. Look at that guy all chained up. What's his issue?
I'm looking at the card guards from the first game. Had a stupid looking face.
Yeah.
Now they'd be zombies, missing a chunk of their torso.
Yep. I mean, if you're gonna design something spooky, you might as well go all the way.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that?
Queen of Hearts? No, something. Is that the? I can't even get a good look.
Queen
Is
of
it the Jack of
Spades.
Spades?
That's a spade, yeah.
What's that?
Like, I'm gonna check to see how long I've been streaming again. So let me just get out of this area. About 2 hours. You want to keep going for 2.5 hours, or are you done?
No, I'm done.
Okay. So we'll just get to the other guy, see what he has to say, and then we'll call it quits.
Yeah.
All right. What does he have to say? Boom.
The Red Kingdom's in ruins, but you're no better off.
When you defeated her, I tried to reclaim the castle, but I was set upon by her monstrosities. The malignant royal bitch still reigns.
I'm here to petition her. I must get inside.
The only way in is through me. Sacrifices must be made.
Those who say so usually mean they should be made by others.
Cynicism is a disease. It can be cured. Once inside, beware of the outsized killer who patrols her domain. Never confront him. He is invincible. Now, cut me loose. I'll show you the meaning of sacrifice.
Ominous.
And he's dead.
Yep.
Look how pretty this area is, though.
Absolutely.
Queen
Oh.
Death. Oh.
Oh.
I just want to make it clear that beyond this point, this area would fit perfectly in like a Dark Souls map. I'm gonna be honest.
Absolutely.
I just realized that was like it was a bit too.
Yeah, we were looking at the door.
I was definitely looking at the door. I swear to God.
I like that the wax of the candles have like flown all the way down.
Look how sinister this entire environment is.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
desolate. It really does feel dead.
Yeah.
Well, I think this is where we can end off.
Yeah. All right, we already did the outro. For the comment challenge, what cheesy action flick would you give an unnecessary sequel to? Because I already
True
said
Lies.
Con Air. You know what? True Lies would be a fantastic one to get a sequel to.
Get all the actors and actresses back together. I know Arnold still does movies if you pay him enough.
Yeah, and so does that one woman that we keep forgetting the name of, but always look up. Choosing Christmas with the Cranks.
Yep. So anyway, that's our sign off.
Yeah. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.